Okay. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, there's tons left here. That's okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, breaker blew oh, left a heater plugged in. I usually turn it off when I'm running on the game. I don't know why, it just keeps blowing the breaker, but no, I just turned it off, so it'll be good now. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah, it's nothing. I think it only took me and farm in to do that other field. It was pretty well finished in 10-15 minutes as well. I feel bad for farming in. He had like almost 40 people watching. But I'm streaming again, so I was only down for what, 4 or 5 minutes. So. Yeah, some people say, oh well, the game crashed or something, so let's go to bed.
There we go. Anyone who's watching should now be able to hear me.
Nobody yet. I had 6 or 7 people watching when the power went out, so.
You have 2 separate live streams running at the same time, apparently, according to your YouTube channel.
I didn't think that was possible.
No, it's not. Something's wrong.
Check YouTube here. Oh, I have one viewer here.
Yeah, that's me. And
okay.
Apparently it's still live with Farmer Min.
Yeah, I didn't edit that part out. I just continued. Welcome back. There's 2 people watching here, so one's Jim Bob, and probably I don't know who the other one is. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. if you have the broadcast open on something, then yeah, it will count you.
Oh, Mrs. Aussie, yes, I'm back again. I lost power for a second. And I got it back up and running. I left a very powerful heater running, and apparently it's on the same breaker as the TV, so it blew the breaker. It got too hot or something. It's just, I don't know, it just draws A little too much power, I guess. Can run like that all day long, and then all of a sudden, click. But I got it shut off now, so that won't be happening again. Everything else is off in the house, so. Don't even have the Christmas tree lit up right now. I'm just sitting in the dark now.
Yeah. Just repaired the autocloud. It's like 5 miles an hour, so I've got that fixed back up to 7. That'll speed up your autocloud.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it definitely goes down fast. We'll need the tree running, yeah. We had it going earlier. I actually just set it up tonight. Went with a little bit of a smaller tree this year, a 4 foot instead of a 6 foot. Just because of the cats. They like to climb into the tree and try to sleep in it. Yeah, I could definitely, we can send you a picture, maybe not tonight, but tomorrow. Yeah, I could send you a picture of the tree.
Cats are strange creatures. They seem to just view it almost like a personal challenge to find the most uncomfortable place to sleep and then sleep in it.
Oh yeah, we have 3 cats here.
Like,
They
look
just
how
sleep.
good I am at sleeping. I can sleep on a spike.
They just sleep
And still be
everywhere.
absolutely comfortable.
And they love boxes and bags and.
I know. I don't understand the cat fascination with a box. You see
Yeah.
all these videos on YouTube where someone will just put a box out and the cat will be in it instantly. And they put smaller and smaller boxes to the point where they can barely fit like a foot in the box, and the cat will still try and get in it to try and sit down and sleep in it. It's just.
Yeah.
I saw one video where someone actually even made a fake box. They just put a tape outline on the floor instead of a box. You know, they've been putting boxes in the centre of the floor, and the cat been getting in all these different boxes, and then they took the box away and they put a tape border around where a box would be, and the cat got into the border and slept on the floor in the border. It was just weird. I suppose that's one way to train a cat to sleep in a specific spot.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Something about a sort of a rectangular space that seems incredibly appealing to cats.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing how much they sleep all the time. It's crazy, and then at night they kind of want to wake up and play and run around and chase each other and be annoying.
You remember the Ultimate Dog Tease video, right? The guy who did the talk to animals, where it's like, food, and the dog perks its ears up straight away. And he starts talking about all this food he got out the fridge, and the dog's getting hungrier and hungrier. You've seen that video, right? It's called Ultimate Dog Tease. It's got like a couple of 100 million views. Well,
No, I haven't seen it.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Well, the same channel did did videos of him dubbing over, animals and talking as though he was the animal kind of thing. And they had this series on this little periodical series on a cat called Jupiter. Basically, people would just send in their footage, and then he would lip sync to the animals, meowing or woofing or whatever. He would lip sync conversation in to try and fit, the movements of the animals. And he did this whole little mini series with a cat called Jupiter, and there was one like Ask Jupiter, like viewers would send in their questions, and Jupiter the cat would answer them. And one of them was like, "Why do cats always run around the house at midnight?" And he goes, "What?" And he starts to answer the question, and then the clock goes bong in the background. It's like, "Oh, is that midnight?" And the cat just scarpers off the camera and goes tearing all over the place.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
You should check him out. I forget the name of the channel now, but just search Ultimate Dog Tease.
Oh, okay.
And it'll come up straight away. So it's got hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching funny animal videos. Oh, hello, Jesse. Hello, hello. Farmer Min is gone off to bed, I think. But we have Jim Bob here with us, and we're going to get this all back squared away.
Yeah, to avoid confusion, I am not Farmer Min. Or
Yeah.
something very strange has happened to Farmer Min in the 10 minutes we were offline.
Yeah, by the time I realized I forgot to edit the title. Because I was like, well, if I just go back online right away, maybe some people will still be interested in watching. I just wanted to try to get back online as fast as possible to avoid confusion. And then as soon as my internet come back on, I sent Farman a message and you, just to let you guys know what happened. How's the fam? Oh, good. Yeah, doing really good. Yeah, I think so, Jesse. I think Farmer Min went to bed, yeah. It's 10 to 3 in the morning here, so maybe he's getting tired, and which is understandable. Yeah, I've always been a night hawk, and of course, being a DJ, I'm used to staying up late. I can't hardly go to sleep until 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, same here.
I just need that time to play some farming sim and wind down and have a snack, and I watch other people's videos too if I miss them during the day, and all kinds of things.
I used to run a bar at one point, and many years ago, and so I'm used to ridiculously late nights from that, and it's just kind of
Really? I didn't know that.
worse and worse. Oh yeah, we're going back. Let's see, how long ago was that? $16, 17 years ago.
Nope. Full. Well, that's quite a while ago.
Yeah, I haven't worked in the pub trade since 2004, 2005 was the last time I did anything in a pub.
So you poured a few drinks in your time then, that's for sure.
Yeah, I used to tent bar, then supervised. Then, for a couple of months, when a new licensee was on the way, I actually managed the bar and was a temporary licensee. I've run the kitchens. I've done pretty much everything in the pub trade. Hard work. 90-hour weeks. Not pleasant. It just really grinds you down.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. I know 8-9 years ago I worked in a club that I used to have to, not just DJ there, I had to do a lot of other things just to make extra money. Because I didn't get paid that well. They just wouldn't pay me that much, So I had to bartend, janitorial. I cooked for the kitchen once in a while. I hauled beer bottles. I filled liquor orders. Did all kinds of things just to get extra hours. And then DJ at night till 2 in the morning and 3 o'clock clean up, and it was sometimes I got burnt out.
That happens.
And I just needed to step away for 5-6 days and get some rest. Happened about once every 2-3 years, and just I was like, my body's can't take this anymore for a while. It's tough.
Right, what are we doing with this this bar? Are we storing it or selling it?
We've been selling it at the ranch.
At the ranch. Okay.
So it's nice and close by, and the price isn't too bad, I don't think. I just been selling it off because I don't really need the money right now. The ranch, yeah, it's 524, and it's nice and close by.
Restaurant's better, $6.69. I'm gonna take this trainer there.
Yep, sure. Well, 6:50 p.m. there, Mrs. Aussie. Wow. Are you guys going to be streaming tonight as well, Mrs. Aussie? You guys usually start streaming around this time, I think. Oh, field's done.
Yep, yeah, I finished it off.
Okay. I'll head back across the road here.
You'll need to reposition the big bud. It's just finished that little strip that it was working on.
Okay. Oh, there he is. Earlier in the ps4 group today, well, I don't know which one it was, but a guy was pulling the Flexicoil cultivator with the 450, but he thought it was the 747. And he goes, "Oh, look at this piece of crap. It's supposed to be 1100 horsepower and I can't even pull it up a little hill." But you could clearly tell it was the 450, eh? So it just told him, it's like, that's not the 747. So
I
that's
think
why
it's
you're,
just because it had duals on it. It probably just confused him. You know, if
yeah.
it's when we didn't have duals for so long, it's not at all surprising that you make that kind of mistake.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Some people aren't familiar with them at all, so.
Right, so which field are we working next?
Yeah, right across the train tracks. Strip 15, 16, 17, 18. Strip of oats. Me and Farmer Min were on earlier.
Yeah, I didn't see that because I couldn't get back online, but I can see on the map, so I'll start making my way back over there.
Hello, Dr. Cortex. Farmer Min, I think, is gone to bed. We have Jim Bob here with us, and we're just wrapping up my harvest. I'm gonna harvest a fairly small field of oats. That will haul to the farm. These oats to the farm for the horses. One thing I found out last night with the horses is they do not like to go near the bunker silos for silage. They get stuck in them. So I just had to wait a few minutes till my horse respawned to respawn back in the corral, because it would not move. It was actually floating a foot in the air, stuck almost in the inside the wall.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I haven't played around with horses that much.
Yeah,
I'm
I
kind
have
of
3
waiting until I
horses.
can afford to do that on Fellsrun.
Yeah, I have three horses on the farm. One I recently purchased. The other 2 are just about ready for a sale. I've been trying to faithfully ride them every day. Or I might just keep them and then build up a few more and then sell a whole lot. Doesn't really take that long to train him per day. Just like, if you put him in a full gallop, it was like 7-8 minutes, and that's about it. My map when we multiplayer just freezes when we start working. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that, Mrs. Aussie. Did you bring the John Deere over here or no?
No, I brought the truck over and saw an empty combine, so I thought I'd jump in it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go get the John Deere here. I don't know where you left it though.
It should still be on field 8. I can see a yellow dot near the big bud.
Okay, I'm just running over there. It's 19, Donnie. Yeah. Did you guys place a lot of placeables, or? No, I don't know what the issue is. It's so many different things that can cause game crashes and stuff right now. It's crazy. One thing that's helped me a lot is saving a lot. That's seemed to help me. I've only had 3 crashes so far in 50 hours, so that's not too bad. probably close to 55 hours on this map so far. How many hours do you have on Felsbrunn, Jim Bob?
Last time I checked, about 70, I think. Somewhere in that region, just a little bit below, I think, maybe 68, something like that.
You don't get bored of just slogging away like that with hardly any money?
No, because I have I have targets to work towards, and yeah, it's a slog. But once you reach that target, you've made progress, and buy a new field, buy a new bit of equipment, and it speeds the process up. So you start with a little bit of land, you work really, really hard, and it takes a while to make money, and then you get another bit of land, and then you get a little bit more money, a little bit faster. Which means you can get some better equipment, which means you can work faster, which gets you more money quicker. And yeah, it's tough to grind at the start, but once you get going, the process speeds up and it becomes easier as you go.
Yeah. I know when I first started playing, I did that on Goldcrest. Man, did I ever work hard on that. It was, many of my machines have way over 50 hours, and I don't know how many hours I put into Goldcrest. It was a lot. And then
I never really enjoyed Goldcrest. I saw loads of people going on, saying it was a wonderful map. I never really got into it.
Well, for me, I didn't even know what a mod was when I first started playing, so I didn't even know how to get to Sosnovska. I just couldn't find it or to scroll over to it. I just played on Goldcrest, so I didn't know anything back then. I knew how to farm in real life, and I still do, but that's about it. So I'm just was never much of a gamer. So it was interesting for me. My daughter, she was the one who told me what a mod was and how to get them and stuff like that. She helped me. I wasn't a member of any PS4 groups back then or anything, and finally I found some, and then people started helping me and explaining things to me, how things worked. And then of course I found your channel and been watching ever since. So
you still pick stuff up, even now. I mean, I've been playing Farming Sims since 15 came out on the PS4. So it came out in May of 2016, and I started playing it in June, I think it was. Or it came out in April, and I started playing it at the end of May. One of the two, but it had only been out a few weeks on the PS4. And I watched a bit of YouTube beforehand, trying to make the decision as to whether or not I should go ahead and buy the game. And so ever since then, I played a lot. Year and a half on, or a year and a bit, 15, 16 months on Farming Sim 15, 2 years of Farming Sim 17, and now a few weeks on Farming Sim 19, and I'm still learning stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we all are.
Every game has its own little nuances, its own little things that you don't immediately assume are going to be either there or are going to work differently to how they've worked in the past.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And there are different ways of doing things
between 17 and 19 that you just don't immediately think of, because you just assume that they'll work the same way in 17 as they did in 17. Isn't always the case.
Yep, that's true. Hi, JD Crimson Drill. Welcome back. Welcome back, Jesse. Dr. Cortex is here. Yeah. It's finishing up the last field here of the harvest. Jim Bob's over in the Fend Ideal, and I'm in the S790 here. The viewers are climbing right on. And we're not just talking to ourselves there, Jim Bob, but which would be fine too.
This is the first time I've played Farming Sim since my live stream crashed a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah, so because you had a bunch of episodes recorded, did you releasing now, eh?
Yeah, because I knew I was getting hold of Subnautica, but I wasn't entirely sure when, and I ended up getting my copy yesterday. So I wanted to make sure that I had some time to sit down and play about with settings and create intros, outros, and record some footage, and build up a few of those episodes. And so I've got all the way up to and including episode 21 of Felsborough on standby, which takes me up to Tuesday, I think. And now I've got 5 episodes of Subnautica done as well. I don't like to get too far ahead in some respects, because otherwise you can't really interact with the comments that you get in the videos. If you record way in advance, you do 10 episodes, and someone says something in episode 1 or 2, you can't address it until episode 11.
Yeah.
So it's nice to stockpile a few, especially at the start, but I don't like to do too many in a single sitting. I usually do no more than, depending on the game and depending on how it's being put together, I generally don't tend to go more than 3 or 4 episodes in advance. Usually only a couple of episodes. So I might do 2 episodes of Felsborough, with one being released the next day, and then I've got one on standby in case I have any delays in getting the next one recorded. And then it's only like a 2 episode gap between being able to see a comment and respond to it, in the next video.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Subnautica coming out, I just wanted to give myself that little bit of extra wiggle room.
Now, I don't know anything about that game. Is that like an underwater game?
It's underwater survival adventure game. It's a little bit like No Man's Sky, in the sense that you've got to survive, you've got to go out and find resources and craft and stuff like that. But it has a definitive storyline, which I'm kind of uncovering as I'm going. I don't know the storyline. I'm trying to insulate myself from the storyline so that it's a surprise to me.
Oh, okay.
And just trying to figure out some of the controls and the best way to approach things is interesting. I'm enjoying it. It's good fun.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Our first episode goes live in, let's see, how many hours? Full. First episode goes live at 6 o'clock my time. It's 9:10 now, so about 9 hours.
Oh, okay. Is the new Felsborough episode out yet?
They go at 3 every afternoon, so just under 6 hours to the next one of those.
Oh, okay. One thing I've noticed about Fellsbrunn and Ravenport, you know, from talking to other players, many more people have been having problems with this map rather than Fellsbrunn. Have you heard anything like that?
What sort of problems?
Well, just with game crashes and putting down placeables and stuff like that.
I haven't had any blue screens on Fellsbrunn, but I haven't really been doing anything on Fellsbrunn, and my autosave's been turned off, and I have heard suggestions that turning off the autosave eliminates a lot of those, a lot of the instability.
Yeah, I turned mine back
But
on
it's not
because
immune. I mean, I played on. I was, my live stream the other day was on Estancia Lapacho. I wasn't messing around with placeables, and the stream stopped abruptly because my game blue screened.
yeah, you didn't even have that much equipment on, didn't you? Like, just the big bud
I had one bit of equipment running, I think, maybe two, and that was it.
yeah, and you didn't have any placeables down. It still crashed, so I don't know what's. I have no idea.
I mean, when I got my hands on the game, when it launched, it crashed a fair few times on day one, and it crashed a couple of times on day three, and it's only crashed once since then until I got my blue screen a couple of days ago.
We had quite a few viewers for that live stream too.
Yeah, I was having fun. I think it was about 90 people watching at that point.
Yeah,
Just disappeared.
I was hoping you would come back, but you were probably pretty choked at that one.
I was tired and and frustrated more than anything else, that knowing that because I turned autosave off, then I was going to lose quite a bit of progress. And it turns out on the 2+ hour live stream, I lost about an hour and a half's work. I had to recut and replow all those fields.
Yeah, that reminds me, saving again. I've just been, I turned my autosave back on for regular gameplay. It seems, I don't know, it seems to be helping. But I did have it off for a long time too, and I never got no blue screens. But then, when I downloaded the fuel tank mod and those big placeable sheds, I didn't place anything but the fuel tank. I placed it down. I played 2 hours, and then the game crashed. And I said, "Okay, let's test this."
That's not tied to that mod, because I put that down on Fellsbrunn and I haven't crashed.
So I went back in, and I know I lost 2 hours worth of gameplay. I placed the fuel tank again in the exact same spot. 2 minutes later, it crashed again. I was like, "Oh man."
It's more a placeable thing than that particular mod. The game just is a little unstable.
I haven't placed anything since, except I placed the bunker silo, and it didn't crash when I placed the bunker silo, but I was a little bit leery about placing anything else on this map, and I probably really don't need to. I already have my animals set up and everything, so.
Nearly.
Just
nearly
about
managed to get
as
everything.
close. Just a couple little stalks there. Yeah, I don't know, these oats, they should be yielding super, super high. And they're really not. Barley's yielding higher than oats right now. That's not right. I mean, a good crop of oats, normally you'd get 100 bushels to the acre or more. Maybe even 150. And yeah, right now barley is the highest yielding crop that I've seen so far in the game.
Yeah, but this is a video game rather than real life. Barley will grow. Each crop will grow at different strengths in different areas, and perform better or worse in different climates, different soils, all sorts. So there is no definitive. This is exactly how much you should get. You can get like a ballpark figure, but
No, no, that's true, but I was just a little disappointed that the oats didn't. They should yield a little bit higher, though. I think. I mean,
well, no, because you look at the price in the menu, and that gives you an indication that oats is going to yield less than barley because the price of oats is higher than barley. The higher the crop in the in-game menu, the higher the crop price, the lower the yield. It's just to balance out so that you use all the crops and you don't just stick on one particular crop. Because if you've got one
no, that
crop
makes sense.
yields high and pays high, you would never harvest anything other than the high-yielding, high-value crop, as opposed to the low-value, high-yielding crop, or the high-yield, the high-value, low-yield crop. Whichever way round. If one was a low yield and a high value, or a high yield and a low value, and then you had one that was high on both, you'd only ever harvest the high crop that was high on both. Because otherwise it's just throwing away potential money that you could make.
Well, I know,
so
I
they
agree.
always balance it that way.
Some players just they believe that soybeans is the only thing they want to plant just because it's got the highest price, but that's not really.
Well, I think that's more of a 17 mentality, because of the fact that values would go down instantly per tip. Now we get a window where we can actually kind of sell multiple trailers with gaps in between.
True. I'm glad they kind of tweaked that.
Well, that's how it used to be in 15. In 15, you had an hour to sell as much as you wanted before the price drop. So. What a lot of people would do is they would have time running at whatever. They would slow time down to real time as soon as it started an hour, have their grain deliveries. If they had a lot to sell, they get their grain sort of in trailers waiting at the sell point, and as soon as it hit the top of the hour, they would turn time down to real time and then just drive trailer after trailer after trailer to that sell point to sell the crop. Because as soon as it would hit the next hour, there would be a drop in price, regardless, because you'd started tipping, and the more you tipped, the bigger the crash in the price. So if you tipped 200,000 litres, your price would go right through the floor as soon as it hit the start of the next hour. But for that entire hour, you would have a solid price. And it's not quite that now, but it's gone back to a bit more like that.
I really like the fact that it doesn't drop right away.
Yeah, it was just so frustrating, having to try and be creative and stack multiple trailers, overlapping the sell points. Or a lot of people like to use those mother bins, the bromine mother bins, and tip 185 litres out of those, which for players like myself that like to try and do things a little bit more realistically, was just the most ridiculous thing in the world, because those mother bins aren't designed to move when they've got more than about a third full. They're designed to park on the edge of a field and act as a go-between point between a truck system and an auger, a chaser bin. And once they get to a third full, they're designed to just stay still and not move, because the weight of them would just rip everything to shreds.
Oh yeah, there's some absolutely massive ones in Australia for some of those big farms.
Well, Australia has the 60-foot headers.
Yep. And I think, isn't it in Australia where they have that super air seeder? It's like the biggest in the world. That one video where they show the big bud pulling it. It's like 224 feet wide or something like that. I think that's in Australia, I'm not sure. Absolutely mesmerizing, that video. It's incredible. He's just going along, he's going around those trees, and it's just, wow.
So you want this at the farm silo, yeah?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm just gonna run the combine back here first, because we're done harvesting. I'll get everything cleaned up and repaired and put away. I'm gonna bring the header trailer over here. Let's jump over there to wherever it is. Nope, not that one. Not that one. There we go. Definitely overkill pulling this header trailer with this John Deere 8RT, but it's the only free tractor I had. I don't have a pickup. I got rid of the Mahindra. Oh well. Could have used my Case Maximum, but I was using it for something else at the time. And the other John
I'm
Deere's.
disappointed with the Mahindra and the Gator. I think, you know, there were more applications that they could have been used for. I mean, they're not ideal for eggs because you have to manually load the egg boxes, but you can do some. But they're so tricky to stack once they get outside of the bed itself. If you want to try and stack over the top, that they become quite tricky to use. They can't really carry more than a bale, and even then, not very convincingly. You know, they can't carry more than a pallet, and again, it doesn't really fit in.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It just feels like the Mahindra and the Gator were lost opportunities where they could have been used to shuttle some, you know, things like eggs and wool and stuff around, but you know, their bay is so small, you know, that unless you have a tiny farm, or you only want to move the tiniest amount of resources, they're just not worth using. I tend to use mine as a shuttle point to get me back to the store for contract equipment, rather than just teleporting down there. But that's pretty much all I tend to use mine for now. And of course the Mahindra is ridiculously overpowered for what it is. So you'll see people pulling like trailers full of grain with the Mahindra, running a chaser bin.
Yeah. No, I just wasn't using it, so I just got rid of it. It was, you know, fun to play around with, but then
Bloody ramp. I'm trying to get up the unload ramp, and this won't get up there. It keeps bottoming out.
which are you at the farm?
Yeah. Can't get the truck up the ramp. It's bottoming out and just.
Did you try coming in from the other side? Yeah, I think it's a little smoother there. I'd be like, oh, thank God the terraforming tool is here. I can fix some of that crap.
You won't be able to fix it until you delete replaceables.
Well, and, you know, just smoothing out some of those areas. And put in some dirt paths around there and stuff, and or I might even just start a new save file and redo it from scratch.
That'll probably be the easiest thing to do.
Probably.
I haven't put any placeables down on the stands here yet. I'm waiting for the tool. Right, there we go. The ropes are delivered.
Thank you. I'm just on my way here with the combine, get it washed up and put away. I'll bring the headers over and stuff like that.
Is this header not a draper on the fence?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it's a
not, is it?
draper.
There's no... Not giving me the option to fold it.
Oh, it's just called it. It's called a draper because of the canvas. It doesn't have the auger. But you know, I have to use a header trailer.
Yeah, this is the power flow, isn't it? Because the other one's the Dynaflex.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, one's a power flow, which is the one, and the other one's a Dynaflex. One's a belt and one's an auger, basically. And I forget which way around they are, but you know, the
Yeah,
drapers are the ones that actually have the
yeah, this is the Dynaflex. It's got the canvas.
fold out wheels.
Yeah, it doesn't have fold-out wheels. I wish it did, but no. I only have one header trailer at the moment. It's got the John Deere header on there right now.
I think I can get across the bridge. Just.
Yeah, I've gotten across there before without using taking the header off.
Yeah, there we go. I'm over. Oh, I was. I just clipped the edge. The lag isn't helping. Trying to, with the steering inputs. There we go.
Mm. Big Bud's chugging away here, doing good. I think I'll get this Fend 1165 going too, since he's not doing anything right now.
I used to use the Colty plough, but I've come to realise that it's easier and faster to just use the 10-metre plough, the Gregoire Besson, and you sit with a cultivator, the FlexiCoil.
Yeah, I've been using
Much
the blue disc harrows. I will be bringing out the FlexiCoil once I buy the 747 and the Seed Hawk, and I'll get rid of my Terminator, I think, so I won't need it then. The Seed Hawk can do this whole map no problem. No need for...
There we go. Just get out of that vehicle before I crash into your farm. Let's try and bring the other roads back.
This John Deere header is absolutely filthy. It probably needs to be repaired here too. The one on the fend harvester, that header probably needs to be repaired as well. For sure.
Well, I think I'm going to jump off in a minute because I'm struggling to even just drive the truck at slow speeds.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
my
fine.
steering response is bad. My brake response is bad. I nearly ploughed off the side of a cliff
Oh,
a second ago. So
oh my goodness.
yeah, just I've got no control over the vehicles.
No, that's okay, Jim Bob. We got the harvest done anyway. I can put everything away. Mission accomplished. It's all just boring stuff from here on in anyway, so. The simulator. I'm sorry, English only, please. Like, I don't. Bonjour.
That's not proper French.
Comment ça va?
Yeah, that's spelt wrong.
Yeah. Not everybody who speaks English can spell very well either, though.
Well, that's true.
In all fairness, but.
But that's typed as someone who's heard that phrase being said and has never actually seen it written down.
Yeah. Wonder if in multiplayer, like if you could ride one of my horses. I think you can. I don't know.
Yeah, should be able to.
So I know they think they need riding today too. If you want to ride one of those for 10 minutes before you go.
I'll give it a try. Just bringing the last of the oats in right now.
You know, there's a few spots I wanted to fix with the roller, but
Oh, I hate the roller. It's awful.
I did a bunch of work with it to the yard, and then that's when I had my game crash there. So I was like, oh, screw it, and wait till the terraforming tool comes. But I think I'm just gonna I'll start the farm all over. I'll get basically probably almost all the same equipment and smoothing everything out, and then try to place everything basically where it was, but make it look way better.
So where are the horses?
Just at the other end of the silos there. Probably drove right past them. Right towards the train tracks.
I saw the cows.
Yeah, the cows are in the middle there. By the silo bunker. Horses are right on the hill there. Right by the sheds in the main yard.
I see. So there's Olympus and Ghost. And you do realise you've got a white horse, very ghostly, that you've called Olympus, and a very brown horse that's called Ghost. You could have swapped them around.
No, I didn't name those two horses. The only one I named is Darla.
I think I'll let you ride Darla. I think that might cause some, cause some friction.
Yeah, okay, thank you for that. I just wanted to see if it would work, like to name your own horse. I was just playing around with it, you know. Oh.
You might want to see where I am.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I jumped in the wrong spot.
Did you go to the bunker silo?
No, no, I went to the bales by mistake. I thought I could jump past them, and now I'm sort of in them.
Oh no. You're stuck in the bales?
The horse's head is just stuck in the middle of the. I haven't tried backing out yet. I'm going to do that in a minute, but I thought you might want to see this before. before.
Screenshot. Oh, just hold on 1 second here. Oh man. Oh, there you go. You made it out. Just jumped right
Yeah,
inside
just
the
walk
straw
backwards.
bales. Hey, come here, you. Stay still.
My horse is kind of starting and stopping. It's the lag is moving the horse through different speeds. There we go.
Maybe
This
get
is
out in the
weird.
open, the lag wouldn't be too bad for you. Get away out from everything. Wish you could turn on your flashlight when you're riding this thing. Oh, I see you brought the fend over here.
Yeah, I didn't know where to stick it, and I was
Oh,
losing control of it with the lag. So I thought I'm just going to get out here before I go careering into all those bales, which very nearly happened.
boy, did it ever get dark all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I could go in the house and skip night. I should anyway.
I'm going to get the horse back to the barn, and then I'm going to disappear.
Yep.
I
Now I
keep
wonder if
going
I
from gallop to walk, so back to gallop again. It's
I wonder if I
weird.
leave my horse here. I go inside and skip night if it'll still be there. Probably not. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. $8,400 in loan interest. Oh my goodness.
And now
Yep.
I just have a black screen. I have
He's
absolutely no idea where I am.
he's still there.
I'm still on a horse, but I can't see anything. I've just got a black screen
A
with
black
a control
screen.
box.
It's daylight now. I can see
I
where
had
you
to get
are.
off the horse. I had to get off the horse to be able to do it. And I'm inside the paddock, but I can't see the horse I was riding. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You can see me now, right?
Very weird. Yes, I can see you now. Right. I'm going to disappear. Take it easy, dude. I was able to help you out a little bit.
Do a jump there, Jim Bob. There you go. Okay, have a good night there, mate.
Yeah, take it easy.
Thanks for joining. Jiminy G, what up? How's it going? Jim Bob just left. Gonna finish riding my horses here. Get them trained up. Stay still, you. Get back here. Yeah, we just finished harvest. Just gonna put everything away, get it all cleaned up here. We'll jump. Oh, Big Bud is finishing off this field, getting it all culti plowed. Fend is working hard over here, getting the rest of this field plowed, and we gotta put this stuff away here. Park the trucks in here for now. Now I'm going to go over here to the John Deere and get it all washed up. I washed the combine, I didn't wash the header yet. I just repaired that. Yeah, that should be good. Now I'll go put this away. Oops. And of course I can't fold up the combine until I exit out of the game and go back in. It's just one of those bugs. But minor detail. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this tractor over here and get the other combine. Case Maxim. Get this combine all cleaned up and repaired, put away. Just cleaning up after harvest. Me and Jim Bob and Farmer Minn got it all done. Yeah, it should be good enough. Alright, and that is all from Ravenport for tonight. Have a good day or a good night out there. Thanks for watching, Canadian Donnie. Till next time.